With the latest cooling measures and high interest rate, is this still a good time to enter the property market? If cooling measures are here to stabilize property prices, does this mean prices will drop? Should I wait a little more to get a better deal? Hi, I'm Nicole from Profit From Property. Whether you're a property upgrader, investor or seller, it's crucial to understand property cycles and trends to know how they will affect your property decision. HDB prices have climbed to an all-time high. 2022 was also the year where we saw a record number of HDBs surpassing the $1 million price tag. The government needed to keep HDB flats affordable for home buyers. To do so, they implemented cooling measures such as a 15-month wait-out period for private property owners who intend to sell their private property to purchase a HDB unit. In the private property market, prices also rose by 8.4% in the year 2022, setting a new high in the property price index. When these private properties are sold for high, the owners were able to downgrade to purchase a HDB and pay a premium for the units that they wanted from the profits they made. This resulted in HDB prices going up. Another concern was the rising prices for private properties and bank interest rates. Measures were also implemented to ensure home buyers adhered to prudent borrowing. Ultimately, the key objective is for the property market to grow at a sustainable pace. Which begs the next question: how does demand and supply affect property prices in Singapore, and how can we leverage this to find opportunities to enter in today's market? In 2022, we see a drop in the volume of private properties sold as compared to 2021. The main reason for this drop in transaction volume is that sellers are not selling due to high replacement costs. Today, if you are a private owner thinking about cashing out from your private property to buy a HDB unit, you have to wait 15 months if you are below 55 years of age. Two things can happen in this scenario. One, you don't see a need to sell. Two, you price your private property higher to cover the 15-month wait-out period, whereby you would need to rent in the interim before you can purchase your HDB unit. This results in lesser supply, or even if units are available, the sellers wouldn't want to sell their units at a lower price. While multiple property owners are also not going to sell their properties as the replacement cost to buy another property becomes too high due to higher additional buyer stamp duties. The cooling measures have made the property market more stable, and the higher interest rates have prevented the prices from rising too fast, creating a window of opportunity for buyers. Here's a look at key milestones from the previous cooling measures and during times of uncertainty in the market. The government implemented cooling measures in July 2018 by increasing the additional buyer stamp duties as well as adjusting the loan-to-value ratio. Interest rates also hit their previous peak in this period. We can see how prices stabilized for a brief period of time before going on an upward trend again. In 2018, homeowners of whistlergrand who bought during this stage of high interest rates and cooling measures got their units at a good entry price. They then made a good profits when they sold 3 to 4 years later. Here's another look at jadescape owners who also bought during the same period and made profits as high as almost $800K when they resold their units. Similarly, the cooling measures implemented at the peak of the market in 2013 also caused prices to stabilize before experiencing an upward trajectory. As with 2020's COVID uncertainty, which stabilized the market for a brief period, and shortly after, prices continued to climb due to pent-up demand and limited supply. This stabilization period gives us a window to enter at the correct entry price to enjoy the next appreciation. Let's take a look at more examples of how property prices have increased over each time span of 3 to 4 years. In 2014, units in CocoPalms in PasirRis8 were sold at an average of $600 to $700 per square foot. In 2019, 5 years later, prices at CreasuratTampines, also located in the east, were sold at an average of $1,001 to $1,002 per square foot. In a span of 5 years, prices almost doubled. What we could have afforded in 2014 would cost us twice as much in 2019. Just a mere 5 minutes away from CocoPalms, PasirRis8 that launched in 2021 now costs you 3 times more at $2,000 per square foot. Imagine if you would have bought the property in 2014, you would be able to afford to buy the next property in 2019 through capital saved and the profits made from it. Purchasing a property within your affordability is a way of forced savings. Think about it. How many of us can safely say we can save 300k in 3 years? What we can afford in today's market at $1 million will not be the same in another 3 to 4 years' time with gradual increase of land and living costs. The key takeaway here will be that we have to plan wisely to ensure that we do not get priced out of the market and to know the costs involved in your options to be able to determine which is the best choice for you. Do speak to me today if you need tailored property recommendations or any property analysis. If you found this video insightful, please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.